guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing some fun DIYs, very holiday inspired. Whenever this time of year comes, I'm always like, you know what, I'm going to make some gifts, and then I end up not having time, so I end up having to buy gifts. But I really like the idea of like personalized handmade gifts, so I wanted to do some handmade holiday gifts, and I'm calling them handmade because honestly when you say DIY gifts you think of like, I don't know, paper mache or something. And that's not what we're doing here. We're gonna have really nice handcrafted, artisanal, let's call them artisanal gifts. They're really fun, easy to make, and I'm sure whoever you give them to will absolutely love them. My first idea today is gonna be a nice pumpkin spice latte candle. So I'm gonna be taking a candle that I got from the dollar store, melting it down, adding some pumpkin spice, cinnamon, vanilla in a little coffee cup, which I think is adorable. And everybody loves candles. Like, come on. I've got like 15 of them in my house. Let's get started. I'm going to take a little pot over here, fill it up with water. Take a non-food bowl, put that on top, and then I'm going to put the candles inside so that the candle wax melts. So just a little side note, it's a lot easier to melt the candles if it's in smaller pieces. So I'm just going to go put this in a Ziploc bag and then use a like kitchen hammer, whatever they're called. I don't even know what they're called, to smash this to pieces so that I can melt it easily in my little bowl here. While the candle wax is melting, I'm going to go ahead and prepare my little coffee mugs over here with the wick inside. I'm just going to reuse the wicks from the old candles. So I've pulled those out over here. I'm going to take a wooden dowel also, and I'm just going to wrap the wick around the center of the wooden dowel until the wick is the length that I want it to be. And I'm going to take a little piece of tape to hold that in place. And then I'm just going to take a little dot of the melted wax, put that at the bottom of the cup so that it holds the wick in place. The wax is fully melted, which is great. And now I'm just gonna add in my spices. I don't want to mix with my food utensils, so I'm just gonna use these instead. I've also got some pumpkin spice mix over here, pumpkin pie spice mix, which is delicious, but for this purposes, I'm assuming it's gonna make the candles smell really good. I'm gonna start with like, I don't know, this is probably a teaspoon. Okay, and this is just the ground cinnamon. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract also, like literally just one drop. Give it a little mix over here. I think this is gonna be really good. It smells amazing. Now I'm gonna very carefully take this wax that I've melted and pour it into my little coffee cups. Okay, so I'm gonna leave these to dry for a little bit, but I just made sure to straighten out the wicks so that they'll stay perfectly straight when the candles dry. While it's drying, I'm gonna go make some labels that say pumpkin spice latte so that I can stick it on the front of the cup. Just gonna add some little pieces of cinnamon stick over here to the top of the candle. Side note, I used to have this candle from Bath & Body Works that was sweet cinnamon pumpkin. I bought this probably 5 years ago. You can see I burnt it like pretty much to the bottom. That's how much I love this candle. So now it doesn't smell like anything anymore because it's totally gone. But this was the best smelling candle ever, and I've been going back year after year during the fall to find sweet cinnamon pumpkin again, and I couldn't find it. Finally, David went to Bath & Body Works this year as a little surprise to me, and guess what he found? The new version of sweet cinnamon pumpkin. It's not as pretty as the other one, but it smells amazing. So I'm really happy I was able to find this. Okay, but seriously, this is the best smelling candle on the planet. And then I've got one more gift idea for you. Literally just 2 in the morning one night, I was thinking about ideas and this one came to mind. It's gonna be a watch box. So I picked up this box from the dollar store. It's got a nice little clasp over here which you can open. So I thought this would be really nice for a watch box. Have like 3 watches, maybe a pair of sunglasses in here. So I'm gonna stain this with a wood stain. Probably gonna use Early American because that's the one that I end up using all the time. I also picked up these little wooden panels, which I'm gonna cut to size so that I can use them as dividers in the box. And I'm also gonna make like little pillows out of black leather or black suede. We'll see which one I end up using, that the watches will go on and the pillows will fit in the box. And I think it's gonna be really, really cute. It's original. I don't think I've seen anybody do that before. I'm gonna have 3 compartments for watches, 1 for sunglasses, and 1 for small jewelry, maybe like cufflinks, rings. It's gonna be like, I guess, a watch slash jewelry box. And now that I've got everything cut, all I want to do is varnish it. So I'm going to use this Early American varnish over here. I'm working in my kitchen, so I put something down so I don't get anything on the counters. Okay, so I've left this guy to dry overnight. It looks pretty good. I think once I'm done putting everything together, I'm gonna have like a coat of clear varnish on top, so it'll be a nice smooth finish. And I'm basically just going to put all the pieces together and sew some pillows for the watches on the inside. A little sneak peek of what it looks like on the inside so far. I haven't glued anything down, I just put the pieces together. They stay pretty well. I don't think I'll need much glue. So, worked out well. Cuts were good. Yeah. This is gonna be a nice gift. I'm very happy with this. It's gonna take some weld bond and I'm gonna glue the little pieces of wood in for the compartments. While the glue dries, I'm going to make the pillows and then we'll be done. Okay, so my little compartments are about 3 by 3, more or less. So I am now going to take some foam that I got from Walmart and I'm going to cut that to the size for the pillows that the watches are going to go on. Well, pretty easy to cut actually. Okay, not bad. Just going to straighten this guy out. Okay, so I'm gonna start making my pillows now. I've got some black leather here and all I'm gonna do is cut this to size and make 3 little pillows out of this black leather. And then I'm going to sew them together the old-fashioned way because I don't know how to use a sewing machine. So I'm gonna be using this. Let me turn the camera around so you can see what I'm doing. This pencil does nothing. I figured I'd get like a white colored pencil so that it would show on the black, but literally does nothing. I might just have to wing this. Got my 2 little squares here. They're not exactly perfectly straight, but it's okay. When I sew that, you won't even be able to tell, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'm gonna take the leather side facing inwards because I'm gonna sew on the outside. Okay, so I've got 3 sides done here. I'm gonna sew up about 1/4 of the last side, just up till here, so I can still fit the piece of foam inside, and then I'm gonna sew the rest from the outside. Okay, so I've just flipped that inside out, got my piece of foam here. I'm just going to close up the top of the hole here. I'm going to do something that I just learned on off of YouTube probably about 10 seconds ago. It's called the hidden stitch. Alright, so here is my little watch box. Look how cute it turned out. You've got all the little compartments for the watches, you even have the rings and the sunglasses. So I think this turned out really nice. I feel like you could buy this at like HomeSense. I love the color combination of the black with the early American wood. So that turned out great. I think I might just varnish the top. I don't know, I'm gonna sit on that idea, maybe give it a couple days, see what I feel like doing. I'm excited to give this to David. I think he'll really like it. Yeah, he's outgrown his first watch box. I figured I'd make him another little watch box. By the way, the watches inside the box are not part of the gift. That was just for visual purposes. This is a DIY gift. Those watches were already part of his collection. Just the box for this gift. Yeah, so I really had a lot of fun making this, and the pumpkin spice latte candles. I thought these were really cute gift ideas. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below on whether you would try these types of gifts, or if you have any other DIY gift ideas. I'm always on the lookout for cute gifts. And subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be posting a few more videos. I think I'm gonna do like a little Hanukkah series. We'll see. Hoping to get like 2 or 3 videos out for Hanukkah. So stay tuned, keep watching. See you next time. Happy holidays.